6 million ways to die. Choose one. You know how we do.
All right, beautiful people, welcome to Straight Chair No Chaser with your girl, the empowered Angel Robinson, and the beautiful
Marquita Mansell, aka Marquis Beauty.
AKA Marquis Beauty. Now you know where we come from with that AKA. That just told our age, Marquita. Anyway, beautiful people. Anyway, we're here on Straight Chair No Chaser. What this platform is about is more than just taking a pretty picture. It's about building your business, your brands, your finances, your family, and connecting with community and spiritual growth. I and Marquita chose to do this platform to educate you guys, to do more than just show you guys that we can post pretty pictures. We are not only skilled, we are business driven, and we want you guys to do the same. So me and Marquita, we chose to share some of our stories, and our stories are going to make you laugh, cry, and just roll with it. Just roll with it, you guys. We're going to start with Marquita because I'm always talking. You guys already, you hear my mouth enough. We're going to start with Marquita. She brought up some great subjects, and her and I are joining forces, and we want you guys to join forces with us as well. So today, I and Marquita are going to lead this tribe into greatness and excellence. That's the only way we're going to have it. So Marquita, please tell us the story. Why are we here on Straight Chair No Chaser? And why did you and I start this? Why? I want the people to know, like, where was your heart when I reached out to you and I was like, we need to do something together?
My heart is where it's always been, and that's stepping beyond from behind the chair and understanding to be a successful stylist in this business. It's a whole lot more than just clicking and rolling, molding and curling. It's understanding how to care for yourself and the individuals we service from head to toe.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of times I feel like in the industry, we're missing, we're all very talented people. We just are. Hairdressers are magic to me. Just barbers are magic to me. I mean, seriously, when you walk into a salon or you walk into a barbershop, you leave a different person.
Transform.
That's the only way I'm going to have it. Like, I tell people all the time that I'm a transformational speaker.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like you would not leave after meeting me the same way you came. I just feel like that. I feel like you leave and you're gonna be something different and you want to be better. You know, like motivation is very temporary, but transformation is forever, and that's how come I chose that. And that's my motto in the salon as well. It's like the only way we can build a business, a brand, a family, and I'm not talking about blood family. I'm talking about these ties that we have to the chair with these clients. Like, I had a client texting me when I was on my way here. She had seen a video that I just posted about the fact that I am suffering from androgenetic alopecia. And she just was like, wow, like, you share that? And I'm like, yeah, because we need to be more than just transformational. We need to be transparent as well.
Transparent. Like you said before, it's more than just the pretty pictures that we post. If we don't post the stories behind these transformations, how will anyone grow? People are stuck on the glitz and glam of Instagram and Facebook and social media, thinking you go from 0 to 60 in an instant.
Right.
But it's the process that builds the integrity, that builds the character, and builds the long-lasting results.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, again, it's just smoke and mirrors.
Right.
It attaches itself to your soul and lives beyond what we put down in pictures.
Right. What happened though with social media is it allowed us to put a filter on not just pictures but our lives.
Absolutely.
So we're here today. I believe you and I are on the same page when I say this. We're here to take the filter off. So I hope you guys are ready for this ride. Put your seatbelts on. I and Marquita are gonna enjoy this platform with you. I hope you guys share this and tag anyone. Don't keep us just to yourselves. We're gonna bring back more people. We want more people to join us. We want more professionals to share this platform with us. We don't want to do this alone. We made a vow to each other. We're not doing this alone anymore. We want you involved. We want you guys involved. So Marquita, what we want to talk about today?
I want to talk about the difference between self-care and pampering and indulgence.
Okay.
Because it's a big difference. We're in the start of a new year, and as the trend usually goes at the start of the new year, new me.
Right.
People are rushing off to the gym to transform their bodies. They're stepping into the salon for new haircuts and new styles.
Absolutely.
And what are we as stylists doing for ourselves? We're already the cut creators. We're already the masters of transformation. How do we take that and make that long-lasting change? And to step beyond that, how do we make sure that what we're doing is not just surface care, but it's truly indulgent. It's truly what gets to the heart of the matter and makes us better people all together.
All right, so when you talk about self-care, you're talking about self-care as a stylist, or are you talking about self-care as taking care of ourselves totally, the business, the chair, the client, plus ourselves, our family, our co-workers, our spouse? Who are you talking about as far as self-care?
I'm talking about the entire individual. Everything you just mentioned. Getting back to the heart of what it is to really, really care for yourself.
Okay.
From the way you wake up in the morning and intentionally visualize your day.
Wow.
Nothing is accidental.
Right.
You wake up and the first thing you do is visualize with a spirit of gratefulness what that day is going to look like. Nothing great happens accidentally.
I believe
And typically when it happens accidentally, there's no momentum to keep it. There's nothing to sustain it. So being very intentional about it. How you plan your day goes into how you feed and care for your body with your health. What type of diet are you putting into your body? What are you eating that sustains your health? We talk about you being a master trichologist and understanding how your diet feeds into your blood.
Absolutely.
Which affects the way your hair grows.
Right.
Which affects diseases that affect the way your hair grows.
Right.
Alopecia, different sorts of scalp disorders and things that we as stylists treat ourselves, and we're not immune to those issues happening in our own lives.
Man, Marquita, when I tell you, when I say Marquita is telling the truth right now, and I feel like she's preaching to me because I am living proof that had I took care of myself, I've been in the industry 30 years. Had I took time out to take care of me and investigate androgenetic alopecia years ago, I could have slowed the process down or even stopped it because I was eating a lot of processed foods. It wasn't about self-care. It was about taking care of everybody else, neglecting myself, but in the midst of it, not even knowing that if I neglect me, I neglect you.
Absolutely.
And I missed it. But I hear you. We do need to just take time out and just, like, now I'm very conscious and I'm very mindful of eating. Like, I actually set alarms on my phone. So when I'm at the salon, I'll be like, hold on, give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna step away and I'll be right back. And my clients all understand because they know I need to eat to sustain. Like, before I used to think like, I gotta get this money. I mean, come on now.
We can all remember those
I'm
days.
just saying, like,
on the
think
floor
about it.
From the early morning to the evening.
Right.
Putting ourselves
right. 9 to 1 in the morning, 9 to 2 in the morning, doing hair.
Slipping a small snack in, eating some of the worst foods.
Girl, not even going to the bathroom.
Oh, hours on the floor without.
Girl, not even realizing.
Poor kidneys.
Poor bladder. Listen, this is what I'm talking about though, Marquita. When we talk about self-care, you're absolutely right. We definitely need to take a stand for ourselves first, and then our businesses won't suffer as much. I believe the business is only as great as the leader.
Absolutely.
And and I remember days, and I'm the first to admit, where I wasn't such a great leader. I wasn't. I felt like when I first opened up my first salon, that the only reason why I opened up my salon was because not that I thought the salon owner was dumb, I just thought I was smarter. And we talked about that salon owner, and all I did was put myself in the same position that she was in for me to be talked about now. That was it.
It went full circle.
It went full circle. Because what happens is when we don't do business and we don't know business, we show that to the people that's around us. And then they say, well, if she's doing it, I can do it. But they don't know that she's not doing business. And then you put yourself in the same position not to do business. And it repeats over and over and over. And that's how come my target market is, when I'm teaching, my target market is first generation business owners. Because I understand we need more help than anybody else. Because if we first generation, then that means we're passing that same torch, that baton to the next person, and we're teaching them the fact that we don't know business or we lack business. So yeah, self-care guys, for real, self-care.
And self-care goes beyond how we treat our bodies, but how about how we treat our finances?
Right.
Our goal number one when we get behind the chair is how quickly can we make this money?
Right.
But you know
and
how
how quickly
it
you spend
goes.
it.
Easy come,
Easy go.
We haven't been nurtured and taught the basis of wealth building.
Right.
Not just generating revenue,
Right.
but wealth building. How are we changing the game? How are we doing things differently? We're not just taking in hourly money and setting it aside to turn around and spend. Some of us have learned the short lessons, reinvesting in our business, buying
Right.
better tools,
Right.
things like that. But then what happens when we're ready to set our tools down? What have we put in place for our next generation? What if our children don't want to inherit the business?
Right.
I myself have a son. He's not interested in the salon business at all.
Right, right.
What kind of legacy will I leave behind for him with the practices that I have right now in business?
Wow. Listen, I have granddaughters. So the difference between I and Marquita is that I am leaving a legacy for them to pick up. But the realization that hit me, and the revelation too, I had a revelation when I had that realization, because you gotta come to yourself first before you can have revelation. You gotta have some realness come to you. And the day my granddaughter was born, like I had kids, I didn't have kids since I was young. But the day my granddaughter was born, it was like God gave me responsibility not to only be just the mother of these children, but be a double mommy. And I felt like being a double mommy, it made me double responsible. So now when I was at a point in my life where I had to be more mindful, more conscious now that I have these grandchildren, I got somebody that's going to really, really, really grab this baton and hold on to it, because my kids have no interest in hair. But my granddaughter is on YouTube right now. She's doing it. She's following right in my footsteps.
Awesome.
But with that being said, I want to make sure that I'm creating the right footsteps for her to follow in. That's why I dig deep. Because I'm digging deep for her. I'm first generation business owner. So that means nobody taught me anything. I didn't go to business school. But what I did do is I educated myself. I read. I invest in this. I never forget when I was 12, my mother told me money was a mentality. I didn't understand it as well. At 12 years old, you just want to be a kid. You know, I was getting allowance and we was blowing it. And my mother said, "Where's your allowance?" We at the mall. I just got it the day before. She said, "Money is a mentality."
Absolutely.
And she said, she said your bank account will always match your mental account.
I think our mothers might be related. My mother was a nurse by trade.
Okay.
And I remember from a very young age, my mom sitting down with us at the table and cashing her check and laying the cash out on the table.
Wow.
And showing us piece by piece how she allocated the budget, from the rent to the utilities to setting aside disposable income for our toys and our games and our fun, and making us see tangibly where money comes from. Number one, the hours she put into work, where the money goes,
Right.
and then what to do. The mistake she made that I had to learn from was not setting aside the money for yourself first,
Right. Paying
but
yourself
paying the bills first, and
Right.
then living what was left over.
first. Right.
And that's the lesson that I teach my son now. Pay yourself first.
That's right.
Investing.
Right.
And the mattress is not an investment.
No, the box at home, the shoe box, the Nike box is not an investment.
It's not even banking savings accounts.
Right.
They don't keep up with inflation. The rates that they offer you for traditional bank accounts
Right.
don't even keep up with inflation.
Right.
Find out how the banks are using your money to generate money, and go over the middleman and go straight to those money generating sources.
Right.
You just had an awesome class over at
No Grease Barber College.
Exactly. A couple
Financial
weeks ago,
fitness.
where we had professionals come in and just, in my case, reiterate what I had learned, because I have a business degree. But getting behind the chair, you said a lot of that information aside.
Why don't we do that? Like,
You have to be purposeful about reintroducing yourself to information that you have.
Right.
I learned this a long time ago. They said wealthy people have large libraries and poor people have large TVs. So my TVs are literally getting smaller, and my library is growing exponentially.
That is
I
great.
just did an IG story where I mentioned that I just got this thick textbook, this trichology book, which I'm diving into, to learn.
Right.
So having a degree from the University of Michigan 10 years ago, not putting it to use, what's the point?
Right.
I literally go back in and dig out my old textbooks and start to refamiliarize myself
Right.
with information.
Right.
He's talking in this class that we went to, and I'm literally going, I remember that. I remember that. But what am I putting into practice?
Right.
I have to put what I've learned turned into practice.
Absolutely.
Reintroduce myself to information that I know. That's going back to self-care. Don't learn it, set it aside.
Right.
Learn it and go
use
back
it.
to it. Go back to it. We do that with our cosmetology textbooks as well. I encourage stylists, they ask me, well, what do I do in my downtime when I don't have clients? I tell them, pull out your mannequin and practice some of your basics. Go back and freshen up your skill set. Pull out your Milady Standard textbook of cosmetology and refresh your memory about some of your
scrolling.
things.
They're scrolling.
If you're not learning something new every day on Instagram, Facebook, you're following the wrong people.
That's right. Raise your energy, draw people to you, and then charge them. Holla at your girl.
I love it.
Raise your energy, draw people to you, and charge them.
Charge them.
Yes, believe that, because if you don't know your worth, the world would not give you a raise.
Say it one more time.
If you don't know your worth, the world would not give you a raise. Listen, whenever you raise your standard of the way you do business, the way you carry yourself. And Marquita said this the other day, I believe on her Instagram. She had said that you are your own personal business card. You are the way you look, your hair. And I just was like, girl, get out of my head. Like, it's because people always ask me, why do I come to work every day dressed up? Because I take my business serious.
Absolutely.
Serious. This business is
A
serious.
reflection of what you want to draw back into your business.
Absolutely.
You can't have
Absolutely.
it any other way.
I'm
You
not
can't
having it all
complain about the quality of clients.
That's
You're
right.
sitting in your
If you
chair.
right.
It's a mirror. Your clients are a mirror view. So take a long, hard look in the mirror and decide, hey, I want money. I need to look like money and attract money.
That's right. True story, you guys. I've been a salon owner for a lot of years. When I opened up my first salon, I used to go to work with a bonnet on. I used to wear a bonnet. I'm gonna tell you why.
Say nice.
Yes, I used Angel Robinson, and I'm saying it out my own mouth. Nobody has to tell on me. I used to wear a bonnet to work because back in the day we used to spray a lot of oil sheen, Iso Plus. Oil sheen. Shout out to Iso Plus. We used to spray a lot of Iso Plus oil sheen, and when we would spray it, it would get into our weaves. And I have always worn a weave, and oil weighs the weave down. So I would show up for work with my bonnet on, ready to do your hair, and my excuse to my clients was always, I'm too busy to do my own hair. And that it was acceptable, but it was acceptable to that clientele. That's right. But it's a clientele out there for everybody. But as I grow, you wasn't my client no more. I would never forget to remember this too, guys. I need you to understand this. A struggling stylist will always attract a struggling client. I'm gonna say it one more time. A struggling stylist will always attract a struggling client. You will always find somebody that want to negotiate your prices because you don't understand your worth yourself, or you're not carrying yourself, or you're not even trying to learn. Like, people always looking for something free. You guys got to invest in yourselves. Like $50 on dinner or a lunch, you can put $50 on a class, people, and get so much more out of that. That $50 will flip. You guys know the game.
It sounds to me like you have to change your mind.
Yeah, you do.
Before you change your life.
You do.
With the old mindset, you will continue in the same patterns. And what do they say is the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing
and expecting
a different result.
So you change your mind, you elevate your thinking, and everything falls into place. I also believe too that, speaking of like energy and understanding, vibrations and what you put into the universe mirrors and comes back to you, you've got to take the time first to self-reflect. See what you want to see. Be the change you want to see in the world. I said that in my IG once before.
Right.
But once you see yourself in a better light, trust and believe, things will start to align. Because once I decided in myself that I wasn't content with just the way I was living, there was a time when I thought to myself, if I could just do great hair, I'll be okay.
Right.
I never saw myself greater than just doing great hair.
Wow.
I never saw myself standing in front of crowds of people and sharing and pouring my heart out to other stylists and it changing and transforming the lives of clients. I never saw myself that way. But once I began to see myself that way, you would be surprised, or I shouldn't be surprised, at how quickly things began to change in my life.
Right.
The people that I began to come in contact with who were just put in place to begin to elevate me and transform me, the educational opportunities that presented themselves. And so I began to align my thinking with that process, and it it just began to bubble over and it just unfolded. Coming
Wow.
across you, I actually met you, and I don't know if you remember how I met you. Do you remember how we met?
Very interesting. How?
I met
Our
Angela
encounters is so many
Robinson.
times.
I'll tell you exactly how we met. I started attending some hair classes for the brand that I work for now. And because I was well versed in the product, whenever the instructor would ask a question, I would just shoot my hand up. I know the answer. Little teacher's pet, so to speak. And they came to me after the class and said, you know what, you're so knowledgeable in this field, you should teach.
Right.
Never in a million years did I think I would ever be an educator.
Wow.
Again, like I said, I was content to just be behind the chair. I enrolled in the classes, and that's where I met you. The day that I was giving my final exam for my certification,
Okay.
you were in the audience, and you had some of the most challenging questions.
I'm in trouble.
She was my worst nightmare.
I'm sorry.
But no, I thank God.
It made me so attracted to you, though.
You changed the course and trajectory of my life in ways that you can't imagine. Because from
up.
that day, and I sweat and I fret the night before any class. And when I tell you I know this information inside out, but every time I step in front of a class or step in front of an audience, the nerves get to me. Because a little bit of me goes back to you're just the girl behind the chair. Why are you here? And I have to remind myself who I am.
That's right. Every
What
day.
I was purposed and put here for. I know what my personal legend or what my
That's
personal
right.
purpose is. And I began to walk in that every day. And you challenged me because that was the first time I thought to myself, there's somebody out there that knows a little more than me and they're going to ask a question I can't answer, but it propelled me to over prepare.
That's right.
And there hasn't been a single class I've taught where the class or someone heckled or presented
Right.
with the question that I wasn't prepared for from that moment on.
Well, I'm glad that you
Thank
love
you.
me and didn't hate me because it's now that you know me, you know that's just me.
That's
Okay, so I wasn't trying to be a heckler at the class. It's just that I'm a deep diver. And I remember calling you after that, asking you about a product and what was in a product. And guess what? She did not hesitate to give me the answer because I was teaching a class
Exactly.
that following day. And Marquita picked up the phone. I asked her, and if memory serves me well, I asked her how much calcium was in a certain relaxer, guanidine hydroxide relaxer. When I say she knew the percentile, it was amazing. So with that being said, if I made her better, she made me greater. I can say that. Because it's crazy how we feel about each other. The way you feel about me, I feel the exact same way about you. And I'm so, like I say, I share it. Because I do. Like, I'm not embarrassed that I love someone's talent or I admire someone. Like, I'm not. I need you.
more of that in the industry. That's why this platform that we've created here is so absolutely important.
Yeah, it is.
There's no jealousy. I look at your talent and I thank God for the gift that He poured in you, and I see where you pour into my cup. And so it's reciprocal. We're
Okay.
both growing, and there's so much. I say this all the time. If you sat in my chair or sat behind my chair using my tools, using my products, you couldn't do what I do because I operate in the gift and calling that God has for me.
Wow.
And when you operate and stay in the lane that God has for you, you're propelled to greatness, specifically for what you were called to do.
I believe that. I agree. I totally agree with that. Like I believe, and even farther than that, I believe that God has given us all a gift. Like we all have our own personal legends, and I just believe we need to tap into it. But the gift is not for me. The gift is not for Marquita. The gift is for us to give to other people. And I think that's where we go wrong when we feel like I don't want to share, but it's not yours. It's not yours.
Well, it's like the parable of the talents that the Bible speaks about. Each one was giving a specific number of talents. What they did with it determined their destiny.
That's right.
You take the talent and you hide it.
That's right.
It doesn't produce after its own kind. It's no good.
That's right.
You take the talent and you multiply it, and that's when it accomplished the good that it was set out for.
Absolutely.
Because when you plant a seed, not only do you eat from it, but you produce enough to feed an entire community.
Absolutely.
And you
Absolutely.
always have some left over to replant. So don't ever fear that what you're giving away depletes you.
I'm trying to tell
It
you.
replenishes you.
And that's what we need to all realize too. I love rain. I don't have a problem with rain.
Rain is Beautiful.
It is. It's such a beautiful thing. When I was younger, my mother used to take us out onto the porch. In Cleveland, we had porches because I'm from the Midwest. And we would have verandas and we would go outside. My mother would. We had indoor porches.
Yes.
And she would just make us watch the rain, and we never understood why. And as we would grow older, she would say that the rain means new beginnings. And she would say, the reason why I want you guys to understand the rain is because we got seed in the ground. And I used to be like, I just want to be a kid.
You didn't know she was pouring into you the way she was.
My mother poured so much into us, not even knowing that she was going to only live 46 years. You know, my mother, 47. She passed away at 47, 11 days before her 48th birthday. And it took me years to get myself back together, but when I got myself back together, I knew that God had a calling on my life. And I didn't know exactly what for, but I would never forget my mother told me that God gives me a gift, and my gift back to God is to use it. So I believe that's what we're doing here with you guys. God has given us a gift, and our gift back to you is to use it. I want you guys to join this conversation. Don't let it end here with I Am Marquita on this platform. Please feel free to DM us, message us, leave comments. This video will be on YouTube, IGTV. Marquita, could you let them know more about you and what you do and what you offer? I feel like to me, this is, you guys don't understand. I feel like Marquita is an underdog to me in the industry as far as her knowledge is concerned. I feel like enough of you don't know about this young lady. Like in the past 2 weeks, she has been dropping jewels on her account. Could you let them know your Instagram?
Absolutely. Simply Marquis Beauty, MarquisBeauty. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now my YouTube channel, Marquis Beauty.
Look at that. Listen. Please make sure you're following somebody that's taking you somewhere. And we pulled so much out of each other,
Yes.
you guys. But we want to pull so much out of you as well. If you want to come to this platform and be interviewed and you have something to say, please reach out to I Am Marquita. You can reach out to my email address. It's angeltheicon@gmail.com. That's angeltheicon@gmail.com. You have an email address you can be reached at, Marquita.
My email address is kita918@yahoo. That's QUITA 918@yahoo.com.
And you can hit either one of us up for any concerns that you have about this video, about anything you see on our platforms. We invite you to invest in your mental capacity. I never forget, my husband told me I have so much intellectual capital. That was, do you understand? That was a turn on.
Step into the conversation. We're not going to let this be the end of something. This is actually the beginning of something great. If all of us were to, like you say, drop a little gem, a little jewel, before we know it, we're sitting on a treasure trove of information at our disposal where we each just reach in and grab the nuggets that we need.
Absolutely.
We'll grow in greatness, we'll grow in strength, we'll grow in integrity, and we'll take this industry to the next level because it's more than just great styles.
That's right.
It's about having a great spirit and creating a platform and a legacy that will expand beyond what any one person can do. What was the phrase you like to use that we both have in common?
Which one? We got so much in common.
The African proverb.
Oh yeah, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go farther with others.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're here today. Not only that, when I Am Marquita sat down to have this conversation, to do this again, because you guys loved us so much on YouTube, and we want to thank you guys for loving us so much. And the comments were so positive.
The feedback.
It was
phone
amazing.
calls.
It was amazing.
Calling tearfully, thanking us for taking the time to share and be transparent.
Right.
And having a platform where they could reach out to us, because again, when you're following the wrong people, you can't get next to them. You can't reach out and you can't touch them. But they spoke to us in ways that allowed us to understand that we are touchable, that we are reachable. And I thank you so much for that.
Okay, I get it. You can't be accessible to all. I get it. But God has always been accessible to me. And I am not beyond God.
Yes.
But you are purpose beyond the chair. Check out angelrobinsonspeaks.com. That's angelrobinsonspeaks.com, where I feed your family, your finances, your future. Come on, your business and your brand on one platform. I have business books there, and I have step-by-step videos showing you how to do certain haircuts. I got wigs coming real soon, and I got a couple weaves. They like, girl, you can do weaves and wigs? Watch me. www.angelrobinsonspeaks.com. And yes! So we're on our way out the door. Remember this is Straight Chair, No Chaser with your girl, the Empowered Angel Robinson, and
Marquita Mansell, aka Marquis Beauty.
all right, so you guys make sure, don't forget to send us your DMs, your messages, your comments. They're needed. We want to hear from you. We'll make sure to answer them on our next show. We'll have Q&A in the end. We want to hear from you guys. Please join our conversation. Remember this, to invest in yourself. When you invest in yourself, you invest in your future, your family, your finances, and the people around you are developed. Come on now, this is about leveling up. 2019, beautiful people. See you guys in the next video. Deuces. Marquita?
Peace.
All right.